Ki Tavo, ideas in the realm of Gematria from the Parshah for the Geulah, which means for the redemption. Geulah means redemption in Hebrew. This is article 50 because the Parshah of Ki Tavo is the 50th Torah portion. Out of all of the 54 Parshas in the cycle of weekly Parshas of the Torah, there are only two Parshas that share the same numerical value. There are others that come close, being off by one, and not many, but just maybe two or three that are off by one. But as far as an exact match, there's only one. The number is 439. The two Parshas would be this week's Parsha, Ki Tavo, naturally, and the Parsha of 2 weeks ago, which was Shoftim. Both Parshas of Ki Tavo and Shoftim have a numerical value of exactly 439. What is the connection? Our Parsha of Ki Tavo starts off with the mitzvah of Bikurim, the first fruits, and giving them to the priest. It moves on to the blessings if we behave, and sadly curses if we misbehave. A very large portion of this week's Parsha is a description of the very specific and detailed curses and harsh punishments for disobeying God. One way of summarizing the curses and punishments is to say, generally, that we will be distanced from Hashem, will be distanced from God. When this happens, we lose the protection and all sorts of bad things can potentially happen. This can be conveyed in a simple word. Galut, or Gullus, depending on your pronunciation. Galut, which means exile. It is very interesting that the word Galut has a numerical value of no less and no more than 439. The Parsha of 2 weeks ago, Shoftim, also equals 439. In that Parsha, it speaks of three roles of an individual who carries authority. Number one, the priests, Deuteronomy 17, verse 9. The king, Deuteronomy 17, verse 15. And the prophet, Deuteronomy 18:15. Priests are intended to be holy and minister to God. The king has authority and control over the nation. The prophet is in tune with and hears the voice of God. If each one of us would seek to be holy, have control over ourselves, and be in tune with Hashem, with God, it would seem that would be the ingredients necessary to counteract the exile spoken of, which has the same numerical value of both Ki Tavo and Shoftim, 439. Shabbat Shalom. Have a great Shabbos. I wanted to mention that I recently signed up with a website called Buy Me a Coffee, which is a donating website. If you appreciate this work, this Divrei Torah, this weekly article in the Torah portion, and you benefit from it and you find value in it, please consider supporting through Buy Me a Coffee. The name there is Yehoshua's Daf Yomi Shir in Buy Me a Coffee, and I will leave the link below. Leave the link below. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. Have a great Shabbos.